We welcome you back to Irvine, California with Bruce Silverman. I'm Ken LaVicka. Let's go through the starting 11 for both clubs tonight. And Bruce, first things first, we take a look at Phoenix Rising. And up top, you see Jason Johnson, 13 goals last year for Phoenix Rising.
Yeah, for Rising, you also have 5 new faces on this club, including on that left side, Billy Forbes coming over from San Antonio, pretty much played his entire career in San Antonio. So for him to be in Phoenix, that should be interesting. And for OC, you've got some guys, 3 of these guys signed last week. So in this situation, we talked about how 14 new faces. In Phoenix, there's 16 new players on the roster here in OC, and 3 of them in kits tonight. Yeah, including the starting goalkeeper, Andre Rolls, who came on loan from NYCFC. And you mentioned the new players this week signed by Orange County, and it is an awful lot of them. In fact, 6 players new to Orange County SC this week. And as Bruce mentioned, 3 in the starting lineup tonight. Phoenix, a playoff team last year, 5th in the Western Conference, had a big surge in the second half and ended up losing to Swope Park in the quarterfinals. That was down to penalty kicks. Orange County Soccer Club, meanwhile, 10th in the West. They were 11, 10, and 11. They were 3 points shy of making the field of 8. And here are the new players this week. Look at all those additions just days before the start of the year. Yeah, you got Rawls, who's in the pipes tonight, Hume, and there's a look at Hashimoto. So those 3 guys out of that 6 already inserted in the lineup. New look, new logo, new building, as you said. You know, it's really great when you take a look at a new season. Everybody is in it on day one. Everybody is in. And when you get to start at home, opening weekend, you get your supporters group there. It's an opportunity to start fresh no matter what your history is, no matter what you did a year before. The only thing that counts now is from when that gentleman right there, Radchuk, blows his whistle, then it's on. Absolutely. And this is an Orange County team that can't wait to get out onto the pitch. Brendan Cloutier, new head coach, served it as an assistant the 4 years prior. Last year, Orange County started the year with 4 away from Irvine, so they get their opening 2018 game at home. The previous 2 seasons, though, Orange County started at their home and lost. So they're trying to break that streak of back-to-back home losses, home opener defeats. And as we said in the open, these 2 teams played to draws last year. 3 matches, 3 draws. And so they will try. And I know Bruce was hoping, let's not have a deadlock tonight. Let's come out with 3 points. No. I don't like draws. I don't like draws. I especially don't like 0-0 draws. So, we got a new season. Let's light it up. Fans love goals, and these are teams that can score. And certainly Phoenix is a team that you would expect has an opportunity to score more goals than anybody else in the United Soccer League. Phoenix in white and Orange County in black, and Phoenix works it into the area. A bit of a fight down there forward, and looking to clear is Orange County, and they are able to out of the back with Oscar Sorto. The throw comes from the near side. Phoenix wants to get off to a really good start. They know that they're the odds-on favorites. They know they have to come out of the box and play like that. And you want, if you're known as a favorite, you want to assert your will early and often, especially on the road. You get up by a goal in this situation early, and it could be lights out for OC for the rest of the night. We have a collision near the end line, and this is going to lead to a goal kick for Orange County. Talking with Brendan Cloutier this week and asking him, a team like Phoenix Rising that has such heavy expectation, and this is a young Orange County club trying to disperse veterans here and there. Do you worry about them trying to play above themselves? Do you worry about them trying to do too much against a team the caliber of Phoenix Rising with names all over the place? And he said, no, I think we have enough veterans where everybody should be fairly even keel. We should be all right, but I imagine you'll find out a lot in the opening 20 minutes here. Well, I also think when you're a young team and you kind of don't have a lot to lose, you have the ability to play loose. I mean, every team on opening weekend should be playing loose. There's no pressure any place. If you win tonight, it's just one win. If you lose tonight, it's just one loss. If you draw, you draw.
This is crossed into the box, falls to the feet in the box to Fernandez, and his shot just goes wide. Did it take a deflection? The answer is no. Fernandez did not get a great foot on it. The former Chicago Fire last year also spent some time with Tulsa FC, but our first chance early in this one comes in the third minute.
Yeah, he might not sleep well tonight because that ball was just sitting at his right foot. He had plenty of time to take a swipe at it. He really didn't even he didn't put his left foot down. He just kind of swung through on the right. With the amount of time that he had, the clearance he had, and the angle he had, if he had planted that left foot and driven it, this would already be a 1-0 game.
Orange County, this is our first time seeing a lengthy spell of possession, almost played through, but it's cleared out of the area by Walker Hume, and back to retrieve is Orange County.
So Hume, who signed last week, gets his early action. We're already in the 4th minute of play. Both of these teams right now just feeling each other out. But I will tell you, on that last exchange, it was Orange County moving the ball a lot more efficiently than Phoenix.
Orange County wants to play with a fast tempo. Cloutier saying we want to look a bit like Liverpool, or the USL version of Liverpool. Get out on the counter, want to get it off a foot to another foot, and that'll be a work in progress, keeping in mind you have 3 players in the starting 11 that were signed this week. It's not going to be instant turnaround, but that's the goal for Orange County.
And what's difficult for both of these teams, you've got 16 new players for OC, you've got 14 new players for Phoenix. As the season goes on, both of these teams are going to be a lot more efficient in terms of the way that they work together.
Top of the box, this was Enevoldsen, who looks like he had contact with his ankle. His shot went wide. He's trying to tell the referee, hey, I took a spike to my right ankle. It was in the box, and he's not going to get the benefit of the doubt here.
Yeah, the striker wanted the point at the spot. It's not going to happen. Going back to my thought, Ken, when you've got all these new players, you don't know the tendency of your teammates, especially Orange County. You signed 6 guys last week. 3 of them are in the lineup tonight. Two position players, and Rawls is the keeper. You know, as the season goes on, as you play with these guys, you know the tendencies. You know where your teammates like the ball. Do you want the ball a little bit in front? Do you like it to the first, to the left foot, to the right foot? And here's the corner.
And the corner comes and finds a head, but it's up and over the bar, streaking in on the back post for Orange County. That was a glorious opportunity for Michael Seaton, the Jamaican, and he was unable to put it on target, but boy, that was a great opportunity early.
Yeah, Seaton, who comes over after playing in Israel, playing here in California.
He was completely unmarked. Could have been a glorious debut for him.
Yeah, there was just an opportunity where he was coming in, and it was just slightly off time, and he got the ball as it was actually still on the rise, so he put it up and over. Didn't really get an opportunity to drive it home. Had an opportunity to catch it maybe a little bit later. Might have been able to put it down in the ground and get it past the keeper.
Ball is played out of the midfield. This is Phoenix Rising on the far side, and it's played back as both these teams continue to feel each other out in this 2018 USL debut. We're in Irvine, California. This ball played into the box, a flick on, but up to Corral, and scoop it into his chest is Andre Rawls, newcomer. That's his first touch in an Orange County kit.
And that was a nice service to Johnson. He just couldn't hang on to it to be able to take a shot at Rawls. But you got to figure if they get that opportunity early, that they'll go to Johnson again.
Johnson, very productive for Phoenix last year, 13 goals at the top. Here's Enevoldsen. It's played to his left foot. Didn't get a good foot on it. A bit of contact, and there to get on the ground is Wazinski. But you see some of the tempo that Orange County wants to play with, wasting no time getting up that far touchline, and at least backpedaling Phoenix Rising.
Yeah, and also the tempo of this, and now you see Phoenix on the attack early. If the tempo of this game continues, we're only 7 minutes in, but both of these teams with multiple drives down the pitch. If the tempo keeps up, there's a couple of things that you're going to have to pay attention to. And it's kind of unknown at this point, as Forbes is going to bring the ball into the box.
Forbes crosses, and that's cleared out.
What I'm going to take a look at, and here's the unknown factor. First game of the season, you really don't know which of these teams is in mid-season shape.
Look at Seton trying to dribble through defender after defender, and Orange County able to maintain possession, and there's our first foul of the match as well. Putting his spike down and drawing contact for Phoenix Rising. That was Kevin Lambert.
Christian Duke, the captain, was taken down. Interesting opportunity here as you see Quinn and Hashimoto will be over the ball, showing left foot and right foot here in the 8th minute. Barbasol is down 10 yards away. So first set piece of the season, and Orange County knocking on the door.
And it'll be Quinn to pop this into the box. A head is on it. Can it get to Andy Voltson? The answer is no. He tries to recover and can't, and it's cleared out of the area.
Eddie Voltson couldn't quite decide what he wanted to do with that. Did he want to play it off of his head, let it drop to his chest, and neither one panned out.
Now Phoenix Rising trying to play it out of the back, and here they come. Solomon Asante. It's sent off to the left-hand side. There to retrieve, Amadou Dia. Dia possesses. Dia on his left foot. Dia looking to cross. Can he get it off? No, he can't. And this is going to be popped across the touchline by Orange County. And we have a deep throw on the way for Phoenix.
Yeah, deep in this final third, you got Billy Forbes, who is a very dangerous player. Fernandez will walk his way into the middle of the pitch. Get it out to Dia to throw it in.
And so Dia will send this in and gets it right back. Dia able to punch it out. Owako will send it back to midfield as Phoenix tries to control possession. We're in the 10th minute. Both teams have had a couple of opportunities, but nothing serious against these goalkeepers.
Johnson overran that one, tries to battle back, but loses that battle.
And this will be sent up ahead, and the flag is up, and we have an offside.
Another quick opportunity by the home club, and you see, you know, their level of play is going to be determined about how efficient their passing is.
Yep.
With all of these new faces and the fact that they want to play fast break soccer, if they're efficient, they're going to catch teams napping. And we're going to find out what Phoenix is all about on the defensive side of the ball as Orange County keeps trying to drive down their throats.
Phoenix last year, the first half of the season, they were a sieve defensively. They gave up the 3rd most goals in the USL in the opening portion of the season, but clamped it down in the second half. Now they're on the attack. Here's Forbes, sends it across the mouth of goal, and it's tipped in! It is a goal! There's the first of the season. Phoenix Rising is on the board first. It was played in deep. It was dangerous in the area. It stuck there, and able to put it in the back of the net is Solomon Asante.
And it all starts with the veteran Billy Forbes working down the left side. Left-footed pass in. The initial pass looked like a wasted opportunity as it got past the sprinting striker. Went past, but then driven home for the goal back of the net. In the 11th minute, it's 1-0 Phoenix.
So Asante, you see him on the back post, and he was able to beat the defender to the back post and get his left foot on it. Asante, who came from Congolese club TP Mozambique, he had led them to 3 league titles, the 2016 African Super Cup, and what a debut for him in Phoenix.
Yeah. And it looked like initially that Johnson, who overran the pass by Forbes, was going to waste the opportunity. But as you said, Asante there to clean it up, had the angle, back of the net, 1-0.
So Orange County trying to get out on the attack and answer after that Asante goal in the 11th minute. It's pushed across the end line, and this will go for a corner or a goal kick. See the referee in his indication. This is going to be a corner on the way for Orange County.
Orange County with an opportunity just about a minute after giving up that goal, with an opportunity to even it up. So we're going to have an in-swinger right here.
And Eddie Veldson will take it, and it's a short corner sent up the touchline. This is sent to the top of the area. Mishandled momentarily, but able to be kept in by Christian Duke. This is a very good midfield. Very new for Orange County this season. Sent out wide. Able to hold it into his right foot, send it to the top of the area, and attempted a give and go, unable to connect. Christian Duke couldn't make the pass. He was trying to spring Berman three, and could not find him on that right foot, and it leads to a throw-in on the way here for Phoenix Rising.
Orange County with an opportunity with an in-swinger. They go short. They possess the ball for a long time, but at the end of the day, they do not get an opportunity to put it on frame. I don't care if it takes 5 seconds or 30 seconds, 45 seconds. If you have a corner kick and you don't get an opportunity to take a swing at tying the game, it's a wasted opportunity.
Well, new coach, Braden Cloutier for Orange County. I'm sure he's already trying to measure his team, and an early gut punch from Phoenix Rising. Solomon Asante, the 11th minute goal.
And there's one of those over-the-top passes that go a little too long. You're passing into traffic, a double-team situation, gets a little bit ahead, goes past the touchline, and now you got Phoenix that right now, we talked about it, Ken, at the beginning. If they can get that early goal, they can kind of sit on that a little bit against this team on the road.
And it's become obvious for Orange County right now, at least early, the long run is the preferred method of offense. Send it deep, allow your speed, including your new look up top with Eddie Veldson and Seaton to go and try and corral that ball. But early on, Phoenix Rising's been up to the task defensively.
If Orange County can go station to station on these fast breaks rather than going over the top, they might have an opportunity to get back into this game. The more they do that dump and chase, the more it kind of loses the luster of the fast break.
Asante was trying to find Jason Johnson. Johnson couldn't get a head on it, but Phoenix able to keep it in. Here's Dia. Dia is dispossessed. That was a good job by Orange County. Now some room maneuver with Aiden Quinn, another new signing for Orange County. This is played up the far side. Orange County, can they put something together here? Already down 1-0 in the early going at the start of this 2018 season. Eddie Veldson pushes it to the outside. It's played up ahead. Seaton trying to find room, and he had that taken away and cleared away. But it will go off of a Phoenix Rising defender, and this will lead to a throw in the final third for Orange County.
Orange County, nice ball movement down the pitch, leading the way, getting their players on the ball. Now with an opportunity, what they need to do is be patient.
Quinn able to send it to the outside. Can they get to it? No, the answer is no. That'll go across the end line. Berman unable to keep it in. It goes for a goal kick, but better from Orange County.
Start talking about them being patient, and they get a little too impatient. Led a little too far, goes past the touchline. If they get the ball to the mouth of the 18 and then just work on opportunities to get clean strikes, they're moving the ball well. They're keeping Phoenix on their heels, but here comes Phoenix on the counter.
And it's Asante, the speedster, already has the goal. Pops it up with his right foot, goes over Johnson's head, and Orange County with Quinn will be able to come back and get possession of this ball. Orange County right now desperately trying to defend, and you see that long ball again. It's played up ahead, and we have a collision on the near side. Going down hard was Seaton, and I believe that this is going to be Mike DeFont who is going to be whistled for the foul. Are we going to see a card or just a warning? I don't see the referee going for the pocket, so this will be a warning for Mike DeFont, who's on loan from Colorado Rapids. He took Seaton down from behind, and this will be a free kick for Orange County.
Yeah, Ratchuk having the conversation with DeFont. And DeFont very easily could have been booked for that offense. It was a dangerous play. Maybe it's because it's the first week of the season. Everybody kind of needing to work on their timing a little bit, but there was danger in that play. Things that always concern me in football matches are head injuries, and that was one that thankfully was not worse than it looked.
Appears as if Quinn's going to fire this away with his left foot as Hashimoto retreats. Quinn sends it in swinger. Eneveltson got his head on it. It goes right to Wazinski, but the first really nice opportunity for Eneveltson, the Denmark national, and the first save on goal.
Well played set piece by Orange County. And they can build on that as this game goes on.
Phoenix trying to run as well, but Orange County with Hashimoto, they'll send another long ball ahead. Seaton unable to get to that.
Yeah, Hashimoto, who just signed past week, that's one of those things that maybe 3-4 weeks down the road, that's a pinpoint pass, but having just a couple of days to work with your teammates, that's not one that necessarily works out. But Orange County right back on the ball. Right now, this game pretty evenly possessed in terms of both teams. But if one of these teams can possess the ball longer than the other, I think the advantage might swing. And right now, got to believe that at the end, it may be Orange County that possesses the ball more than Phoenix.
Well, that was the plan with Orange County and how they have constructed this midfield. Christian Duke, Aiden Quinn, Mats Berman, Koji Hashimoto. It is hard to find a more experienced, more talented midfield in the USL. Very new look, and Orange County should be winning battles in the middle most of the season, barring injury.
Yeah, a lot of teams in USL this year with new looks. A lot of new players. A game earlier today, Cincinnati gets a goal by Blake Smith, one of their new players, gets a win 1-0. And then tonight, 30 new players, and we've got a yellow card for the first time this season here in Orange County.
And it looks like this is going to be issued to Dewigi Mala, as he went low and shot down an Orange County player. So Mala collects our first card of the match, and the first for Phoenix Rising this season, and another free kick on the way for Orange County.
So they've had corners, they've had set pieces, down a goal, 20th minute, with an opportunity a little too far to probably put it on frame, but creativity could be the key. With Mala going into the book, they do go short.
Aiden Quinn plays it short to Gil Nielsen, and right back to Quinn. Quinn with Cincinnati FC last season. Nice backheel pass. There's something potentially here for Orange County. Headed in the box. It's cleared. It was mishit, but the low cross almost gave Phoenix Rising trouble. Quinn able to keep it in. Sends it to the left side. On the foot. Trying to find room to take a shot. Unable to was Berman. Phoenix Rising just trying to clear, and they finally do. Well, this is really some desperate offense right now for Orange County as they continue to pick and pick and pick and probe this back four of Phoenix.
Yeah, nice opportunities by Orange County inside the box. They just couldn't turn on it, get a clean swipe. But those are the types of exchanges that even if they were to go down in 1-0 in the locker room, let's say halftime ended right now, you go into the locker room, you talk about things that you did well, you can say and point to that exchange and say, that went well, we just need to get an opportunity to turn, square up, and take our swipes.
Here's Quinn in the midfield, left foot, sends it towards the corner. That was a great ball, sent low into the box. Seaton unable to pull the trigger, lays it back for Quinn, and he mishit that. It's up and over Wazinski's goal, and it'll go for a goal kick. Not what Quinn wanted to do there by any stretch.
No, Quinn brought his 9-iron. He needed his 3-wood from that distance.
So it's the 22nd minute with Bruce Silverman. I'm Ken Levicka. We're in Irvine, California. Championship Soccer Stadium, part of this brand new, gorgeous, multi-million-dollar facility here in Irvine. And this ends up being the new home for Orange County Soccer Club. taking on a Phoenix Rising squad that has heavy expectations in 2018. A sexy pick to win the USL after a 5th place finish in the Western Conference a year ago. It was an 11th minute goal from Solomon Asante, new signing for Phoenix Rising, and that is our lone goal to this point.
Yeah, Phoenix likes playing in California. They have a great record on the road here in the Golden State. Now early goal, 11th minute by Asante. And now 22 minutes in, 23 minutes in, still nursing that 1-0 lead. Orange County has had some nice drives down the pitch, but they haven't been able to put any pressure on the keeper. And if you're going to win a game, you've got to make them work.
Dia with the throw in on the near touchline. And now here comes Phoenix Rising as they try and work the ball out of the midfield. Playing from the back. Here's Dubose. Dubose lays it off to Asante, the goal scorer, but he, with a poor touch, sends it across the touchline, and it'll be a throw-in on the way for Orange County.
This is the first time that you've seen the boys in the white kits cross that center line. It had been a long time while the boys in black were sitting on the right side of your screen, and that will start to take its toll after a while.
And Orange County has had opportunities, but nothing extremely dangerous of those 4 or 5 opportunities we've seen from Orange County. Nothing that's really made Wazinski have to work much in goal.
Yeah, he hasn't been called to really do much of anything other than control his office. He has not been challenged at all. If Orange County can continue to move the ball down the pitch the way that they have and start to take shots at Wazinski, this game can turn quickly. And trying to stay onside.
Hashimoto was trying to find Seaton. Seaton knew, though, that he was a good 6 yards offside. And now Orange County able to keep it in play. Looking to keep the pressure on with Sorto, trying to clear, send it into the middle. That was cleared away. But Orange County keeps the pressure coming. Sorto tries it again. This cross attempt is punched away. And can Phoenix Rising get on the break? There's a long pass up ahead, and Johnson's not going to be able to get to it. It'll be played off the right foot of Rawls, the goalkeeper.
Forbes came up with that loose ball, and instead of bringing the ball up the pitch by himself, he decided to go over the top. Nobody home. Quickly turns the possession around. Not exactly sure why Billy wanted to go long on that one. He had plenty of real estate to work with.
Sorto out of the back. It looked like there might have been a handball there against Seaton, but the referee allows them to play. And now we have a whistle and a foul against Orange County. Christian Duke hitting the backside of Dubose's right foot and clipping him to the ground. So a free kick on the way here for Phoenix Rising with that 1-0 lead.
DeFont will start us up here in a moment. Got to be impressed by the way that Phoenix is playing tonight. They had their opportunities early, obviously 11th minute. They beat Rawls on a beautiful pass from the left side by Billy Forbes. Orange County has done a lot of things right, with the exception of putting it on frame.
And again, that midfield for Orange County, they have won many battles here now in the last 15 minutes or so of this match, as we are past the midway point in this opening half here from Irvine, California. And now Phoenix Rising playing a long ball in. And we have the flag is out. Bawako is offside, and Rawls will send away a goal kick. But this Orange County midfield, you have Christian Duke with Swope Park the last 2 years. He led them in minutes played, a ton of experience there. You have Aiden Quinn. He won the 2014 USL title with Orlando City before they made the jump. Was with Louisville City 2015-2016. Then with Cincinnati last year, and was a huge part of that run through the US Open Cup. Mats Berman with St. Louis FC, and then it was with Orange County in 2016. And then Hashimoto, a Japanese soccer legend, was with FC Mito Hollyhock last year. 30 pro goals for him. So this is a midfield they're going to depend on, put a lot of pressure on this year. This is played up ahead, and we have an offside, I believe, against, and the flag was up indeed against Orange County.
Tremendous amount of experience coming into Orange County this year. number of guys that have played MLS, number of guys that have played internationally. This is a squad that should be a lot better than they were a year ago. New digs to play in. That'll take a little time to get used to.
Yes.
See what the fans like about this stadium, how they get behind their club. And the other part of it, you talk about the fans in a new stadium, they're trying to get their footing too, because they're trying to figure out where they can make the most noise and where they can be as intimidating as possible.
How do you make it the true home?
You do it by organically creating tradition.
And that's a great point, especially with a new venue, is tradition, trying to build that. And Seton has whistled for a foul, and there is a card to Seton. So Orange County with its first booking of the season. Taking a tumble was Mike DeFont.
DeFont, who is in the book already, and welcome to the USL, Michael Seton.
Seton said, my fault, my bad, and goes to help DeFont up. Seton, not much protest on that.
It wasn't going to matter. He could have come with slideshows and PowerPoint presentations. It didn't matter. He wasn't going to get that one reversed.
The decision had been made already. So DeFont will push this forward. Phoenix Rising, a 1-0 lead, 29th minute. It looks like Orange County dominating possession, as we suspected, 58%, 42% in this opening half. What a nifty play out of the midfield.
And when you make a nice defensive play to turn it into an offensive situation.
And Berman tried to lay it off, and I'm not sure what Duke was doing there. If he stayed on his feet, he still would have gotten to that ball. But Orange County looks like they're going to be able to catch up to this long ball, and it's pushed on a back heel off of Asante and leads to an Orange County throw.
Yeah, that's one of those fast break opportunities that just don't quite go your way. A blade of grass. You know, I find myself trying to get into Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I was about to quote Carnival #9.
You're so cultured, Bruce.
Yes, yes. I'm not sure if cultured is actually what we were looking for, but nice ball movement by Orange County as they're going to make their way down the pitch.
Well done by Hashimoto. Hashimoto starting to enter this match, and there he is again, taking a pass from Quinn. Hashimoto sets up real estate outside the area, sends it back to Sorto. Hashimoto with a handball and no whistle. They play on, working his way into the area. And now pushing it outside, it was Berman, able to get it to Sorto. And we have a takedown in the box, and it looks like they are going to point to the spot.
I agree. I agree with that. And that was a great play by Orange County. Nope.
No, it looks like they're not going to. The referee walked up to Wazinski, who was protesting vociferously. It looked like he had pointed to the spot, and instead, this is going to be a goal kick.
I thought Soto did a great job of going towards the line. Thought he was pulled down.
Yeah.
Initially looked like, especially the way that Phoenix was protesting. But it goes their way. I got to tell you, Orange County with great ball movement, great passing. I think their passing has actually been sharper overall than Phoenix. Phoenix, obviously, you can't argue being up 1-0 after 11 minutes. But right now, the interceptions that we've seen by Orange County on errant passes by Phoenix, they've taken advantage of. But again, we're 31 minutes into this game, and the thing that I keep going back to, Ken, and if Orange County can fix this one little problem, they can come out with 3 points, and that is they have done a great job of going 2/3 of the way down the pitch. They get to that final third, they get near that box, and Wazinski doesn't even need to be anywhere near the 6.
Yeah, the final third has failed Orange County over and over again. There was a foul against Owako of Phoenix Rising, and Orange County will play it out of the back. That's exactly what's happened.
At this point, Wazinski can go and check out all the vendors in this new stadium.
Get the lay of the land.
He can go and find out where the best food is, because Orange County has not put the ball anywhere near him.
Dia with a throw in. A pretty sweet move there from Forbes, but then he loses possession. He thought he was being held, and we'll have a throw in for Orange County.
And here's the thing about Radchuk at this point. He is keeping the game pretty much under control. He's going to have a conversation right now with Forbes because Forbes was protesting a bit much. The one thing that I'm interested in seeing is if at any point during the night Radchuk actually calls any of those handballs that we've noticed and that the players have noticed, because at this point I think I can identify 3 handballs that have gone uncalled.
Duke able to push this to the outside. Here's Orange County on the move, and a bad cross, and another goal kick will come for Phoenix Rising. So again, the final third, and Orange County falls apart.
And again, that's another example of not being patient. If you're going to be this fast break team, if you're going to put pressure, if you're going to keep your opponent on their heels, keep them on their heels for the entire length of the pitch. Don't get into the final third and go, let's shoot it from distance. And if you're going to put it from distance, you better put it on frame.
Rawls fires this one out of bounds on the far side. And as we mentioned earlier, Orange County has dominated possession. They have been on the run. They have showed their speed. The midfield has played exceedingly well, but it's Phoenix with the lead, and now room to work. This is up ahead, was the flag up. Forbes was making a run for it. Rolls, regardless, able to come and get on the ground and push that into his chest.
For the most part in this match, Orange County has been the better of the two teams. Certainly they have been the best over the last 22-plus minutes since they gave up the goal. In the first 11 minutes, it was relatively even. And again, it was that great pass by Billy Forbes. Johnson overran it. Asante finished it. You take away that one situation, and this is an incredibly competitive match. Orange County, again, in my opinion, the better of the two teams at this point. But that's the great thing about football, Ken. You can look the best and still lose the match.
No doubt. And again, that final third is giving Orange County some issues. Select is the official soccer ball of the USL. For the latest Select products and special offers, visit SelectSportAmerica.com. Receive free shipping on orders over $50. Select, the official soccer ball of the USL. The only soccer ball to find the back of the net tonight, Solomon Asante, 11th minute on, as Bruce was just describing that great cross across the mouth of goal from Billy Forbes. And Phoenix Rising as they come into the middle third.
You talk about that pass, going back to that conversation again. Billy Forbes, brand new to Phoenix after spending the majority of his career in San Antonio, and Asante, another one of those new members of this rising club.
This is headed high up into the air, and with a left foot, Owusu will send this out of play. Contour Owusu-Ansah, a name that Orange County fans, you're going to hear a lot during the course of this season. He came from the Greek Super League, Larissa FC, and thought is Owusu is maybe 2 or 3 years away from the MLS. He has that type of talent. He is very highly regarded amongst newcomers in the USL this season, but a lot depending on him this year for the success of that back four here in Orange County.
If Orange County plays this type of football for the entire season, they are going to catch a lot of teams napping. And if they can work their way into taking shots on goal, this could be an incredibly dangerous club.
And we have a foul coming up against Phoenix Rising, and a yellow, and the goal scorer, Solomon Asante, is booked. That's our third yellow of the match, the second for Phoenix Rising.
And that one comes in the 36th minute, and he's going to continue to have a conversation with Radchuk about that. I don't think I've ever seen a conversation after a card is shown where the referee looks at the player and goes, "You're right. let me scratch that out. I was just using a pencil on that one."
You know what? I'll hear you out.
Yeah,
you convinced me.
You made a really great point there. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
It's not a very democratic process there. 1-0 Phoenix Rising on top of Orange County. And the pace of this game has slowed just a bit in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Orange County had a flurry of opportunities, but now both teams back to some physical play, and there's another example of that as Enny Veldson takes out the legs of Solomon Asante. Free kick coming for Phoenix Rising. Phoenix Rising has really not threatened the 18 in an awful long time now at this point.
Yeah, a lot of play in that middle third, just kind of going back and forth, almost like a tennis match more than a soccer match.
Colin Fernandez with his left foot. Can't even get that free kick into the area. And Phoenix Rising continues their dormant offense, though. That's the club with the 1-0 lead. He'll be played out of the back. High, popped up. And now Orange County with Hashimoto on the near side. He'll play a long ball forward. And it is punched right to Orange County, and trying to play it up for Seton. Looking for Seton, making a run. That was Mats Berman. Almost put it on his right foot, but it was Wazinski coming up to clear it away.
Yeah, about 2-3 feet past Seton. If it had laid up just a little bit in this night air here in Orange County, Seton might have been able to challenge Wazinski for the first time tonight.
And a gorgeous night, per usual, in Orange County.
Yeah,
67 degrees. It's gorgeous.
This is when you cue the music, California.
So we have a throw-in deep in the attacking third for Orange County. The duties are handled by Sorto. Sorto gets it put back on his right foot. Can Orange County put something together? The answer is no. Sorto started cutting up the touchline, and a miscommunication. Aiden Quinn is asking him, where are you going? As the ball rolls out of play.
Yeah, those are two guys that actually played together last year, so.
This is headed out of play by Sorto. Phoenix Rising taking its time getting this throw in as we enter the final 5-6 minutes or so of this opening half.
Earlier in the match, we talked about the pace of play, and it was frantic at the beginning. It has definitely slowed down a little bit, and that's to be expected as you get into the 40th minute and you'd be going hard charging. Both of these teams want to make sure, so we got a whistle that stops play for a bit. Both of these teams want to make sure that they can go 90 minutes. The other thing that gets interesting as this match wears on is what both of these coaches decide to do in terms of substitution. Do you make substitutions based upon fatigue? Do you make tactical substitutions?
And a giveaway in the attacking third. Seton has one man to beat, tries to play it off to the left, and it was a poor pass. Could not find the trailer, Christian Duke.
And I'm not even sure that Seton needed to pull the trigger on that pass. Duke was pretty well covered. Seton looked like he had his man beat, and here's a
Hashimoto on the run, pulled down from behind. Is there a whistle? No, the referee says play on. Berman from the edge of the area. Hashimoto now lobs into the back post. That was St. Wazinski, and it's cleared out.
wow.
What an opportunity for Orange County.
I think Radchuk was letting that play continue because of the momentum.
And Orange County, to their credit, kept playing. Hashimoto back and forth on that near side. Orange County nearly coming up with the equalizer. Owusu. As everybody's forward now for Orange County. Smell a bit of blood here. And now we have a foul against Orange County. And this will be a free kick for Phoenix Rising. And we'll take a glance at this glorious chance.
So here's the build-up. Hashimoto over to Sotu, and then, well, take our word for it. If you just tuned in, folks, it was a flurry of activity.
Seton nearly coming up with the goal. He was unmarked.
And it turns out that Carl Wazinski is in goal.
Yes, yes he is. We have seen him in action for the first time tonight. He basically stood around for the opening 40 minutes, and then when called to action, he was able to get the job done. Went up high to knock it away off the, and it might have been punched off of the post.
It did look like it was on the woodwork. Best opportunity of the evening for Orange County to get on the board.
Now Orange County's trying to pick up the pace, and here's Seton again. Look at the speed for Orange County. Seton between defenders, nifty footwork. He had Hashimoto trailing, instead plays it back. Here's Aniveldsen. And now it's played and pushed back to the midfield. Orange County will play it out of the back now. Joel Nielsen sends it to Sorto on the near side. 43rd minute, and Orange County showing life once again. This, though, is going to roll out of play.
You gotta like what Orange County is doing. They're down by a goal, but they are the aggressors in this match. They're moving the ball faster down to their scoring opportunities. They're playing really solid defense in the middle of this pitch, and they are going. I definitely think when they get into the locker room, you're gonna see Cloutier make some adjustments to challenge Wazinski. If this game doesn't see at least one tie, I am going to be very, very surprised. Member of Phoenix down right now, Jason Johnson, is on the turf.
And he is clutching at his right leg, and that would obviously change the course of this game if something's wrong with Jason Johnson, playing up top in the striker role tonight for Phoenix Rising.
Yeah, you don't want to see your captain in the 44th minute holding on to what appears to be that right ankle.
So he's receiving some trainer attention now as the clock continues to tick here in Irvine. Hear exclusive stories directly from the USL's players and USLsoccer.com's From the Pitch, with written and video content that provides unfiltered access and a first-person look into the professional game and players' everyday lives. That's From the Pitch only at USLsoccer.com. We'll go back, and this last Orange County opportunity that nearly equalized it 2 minutes ago. Hashimoto, Seton.
It was off the crossbar.
As we suspected.
So we're giving credit to Wazinski, and actually he didn't need to be there. he just needed to just be a presence. Looks like Johnson will make his way back onto the pitch here in the 45th minute. But that was the best chance that OC had. Frantic opportunities, ball in and out of that 18. And if they can continue to do what they have been doing since the 11th minute when Asante put Rising on the board.
Now here's a potential opportunity for Fernandez. Tries to push it to Forbes. A poor pass. Led him too long. And we have a goal kick on the way for Rawls and Orange County.
I look at this first 45 minutes of play, and we're going to have 3 minutes of added time for your viewing pleasure. When I look at this match, with the exception of Billy Forbes to Asante in the 11th minute, Orange County has definitely been the better of the two teams. They need to continue to do what they have been doing, but they have to be more aggressive. They have to be sharper in that final third, put pressure on Wazinski. If they can do that, not only do they think they can get on even par with Phoenix, I think they deserve at this point the 3 points after 45 minutes, but they have to earn their way back into this match.
There is the 3 minutes of stoppage time and a throw-in for Orange County. It'll be taken in the back by Phoenix Rising and punched up ahead by DeFont. Samuel engaged in the back end, goes off of his shoulder, and now we just go back and forth in the midfield. This is played long. It'll be out of play. Not a whole lot of cohesiveness here in the final few minutes of the first half, though it has been entertaining. Only a 1-0 scoreline right now, but there have been chances galore, and the pace of this game has favored Orange County. You can see the identity that Braden Cloutier is trying to form in this team. Just go, 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 use the speed, and Phoenix Rising has been caught off guard a bunch of times in this opening half.
And Orange County will start us up here with an opportunity to at least try to get on the board before the final 3 minutes of stoppage time expires. Phoenix, if they can get into the locker room with this 1-0 lead, I think that they have stolen a half.
Brzezinski amongst a crowd, it goes up with that big 6'7" frame and pulls it to the ground as we get closer and closer to the final whistle of this opening half.
It'll be the first time that he'll punt it away with that left foot. So
in the 48th minute, as we near that whistle, here's Forbes. Forbes against two defenders. He's dispossessed by Sorto. He'll let it, though, roll out of play across the touchline, and this will go for a throw for Phoenix Rising. Do they have another push-it goal in them in the waning moments of the first half?
Well, Diaz certainly is going to have an opportunity to try to take as much advantage of that sideline as he can.
Dia with a long throw in. It's worked into the box. It's loose. Here's a right-footed shot attempt just wide of goal. Owako perhaps a bit ambitious, but that was much closer than I initially thought he was going to be able to get it on goal, and it sent Roll sprawling to his left.
Defensive breakdown inside the 18. Orange County letting the ball pinball around, and the number 10 took his right swipe. Maybe pulled the trigger a little too late, as he wasn't able to get any kind of bend on that ball. Whistle will stop play after 45 plus 3.
And that is how the first half ends, with a late Phoenix Rising opportunity, and it's Phoenix Rising with the lead as both teams head to the locker room. Phoenix Rising 1, Orange County Soccer Club 0. The 11th minute goal from Solomon Asante stands as the deciding goal in the opening 45 minutes. We'll come back and we'll get through your halftime show. It's Phoenix Rising 1, Orange County Soccer Club 0. You're watching the USL. Halftime in Irvine, California. Phoenix Rising leads host Orange County 1-0. Solomon Asante for Phoenix Rising, the goal in minute number 11. 2 weeks ago, Orange County Soccer Club, a bit unconventional in the offseason. They took it to nature. They were with Army specialists for a boot camp. Check this out, courtesy of Orange County.
Welcome to Laguna Beach. Today isn't just a nice little walk in the park or jog on the beach. Today is going to provide that glue and that foundation for you guys to come together as a team. Today is an all day from 8 to 8.
For the next 12 hours, you guys are mine. I'm going to challenge you physically. Mentally, you guys will be challenged. And the biggest thing I want out of this is that you guys realize that the guys to the left and right of you are the only ones that are going to help you get through this.
You guys will each get a backpack here, and it does have bricks in it. We'll start passing out the t-shirts.
Medium.
Medium.
I'll take a large.
You're not a medium.
I'm starting out with relentless. No, you gotta stay ruthless, and then once you get tired, you're like, gotta get relentless. I told you boys when I first got here, be ready for anything, all right? This is anything.
Sound off! Are you motivated?
Yeah.
Hit the beach!
Back line. Oh, yeah. Made it.
Orange County getting that work in advance of tonight's season opener, the home opener, and it's Phoenix Rising on top of Orange County 1-0. We'll take a break. Some words from the USL, including President Jake Edwards. Phoenix Rising the 1-0 lead at halftime. You're watching the USL.
Hi, we're being joined today by Jake Edwards, president of the USL. Just getting ready to kick off an exciting 2018 season. Jake, thank you very much for joining us today.
Great, my pleasure.
Jake, it's been another exciting off-season for the USL, and buzz is really picking up as we're getting ready to kick off here. Talk to us about what you're looking forward to the most in 2018 and where the USL is positioning itself in the American soccer landscape.
Yeah, we've worked hard this off-season and the last few years now to create a really great league, but an aspirational league. You know, we look at the leagues around the world and we say we would like to be in the company of some of those top leagues. You know, we're now the second division in the US. We've worked hard to achieve that, and you know, we aspire to be one of the top second divisions in the world. And there's some phenomenal leagues out there to aspire to that we can learn from. But things are going great. It's been a busy off season. We've got some new teams coming on board, some great new owners coming in the league, phenomenal new players coming in the league. And it's going to be by far and away the toughest and most competitive season. But certainly it's the biggest season we've had yet. More games, more teams. We reach more communities, more fans than ever before. So this is another big year for us.
Well, the league this year certainly continues to grow, and we're welcoming 6 new teams to the USL in 2018. What are you looking forward to the most during this kickoff weekend of these teams coming in and the quality of soccer we're going to see across the league?
Yeah, 6 very exciting teams. 2 teams that are already established clubs in Indy 11 and North Carolina. You know, great pedigree, great fan bases, exciting soccer-specific stadiums, and you know, Atlanta United, the lone team out of MLS coming in this season. Atlanta United breaking all kinds of records as an organization in MLS, doing great things for the sport. Fully anticipate the same for Atlanta United too. And then, of course, our new markets, Nashville and Las Vegas, Fresno. You know, really exciting new additions to our league, and have done tremendously well in pre-season games so far, well attended. So very much looking to see how those teams and those new fan bases mix in with all the other teams we have in our league.
Orange County trails Phoenix Rising 1-0 after 45 minutes. Both teams out of the locker room and getting ready for the second half with Bruce Silverman. I'm Ken LaVicka, and it was a fast-paced first half, and the scoreline doesn't indicate it, Bruce, but Orange County was fairly dominant at times.
Yeah, I think Orange County had the better of the two halves, minus the goal by Asante at the 11-minute mark. They were the ones dictating the pace. They were the ones that were playing better defense, with the exception, obviously, of the goal at the 11-minute mark. What Orange County needs to do in this second half is they need to settle down at the final third. They need to be a little bit more patient. They need to challenge Wazinski. Phoenix, they need to change the way they've been playing. They've allowed Orange County to dictate the pace. Phoenix needs to assert themselves into this match, because they're really just, at this point, they're sitting on this 1-0 lead and reacting to whatever Orange County brings their way.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half in this 1-0 Phoenix Rising lead. And this was right at the get-go, a quick pace to this one, and you see the eventual goal scorer early on with a chance here, putting it at the top of the area, and that was the first true opportunity of the game. Colin Fernandez just wide.
Yeah, Fernandez didn't put his left foot down to get a good swipe on the ball, but then he kind of redeems himself by kicking it out later on in the exchange.
When you have Eneveldsen just a few moments after that, with the first halfway opportunity for Orange County. Orange County would continue to at least make the back four for Phoenix Rising work. Seton and N.A. Belts in there, the two newcomers at the top of tonight's formation for Orange County. Here's the goal.
Yeah, Forbes with a nice left-footed pass right through the mouth of the six, overrun by Johnson, but put home back of the net by Solomon Asante. The two newcomers, Forbes and Asante, is going to be a very dangerous tandem along with Johnson in front of them all season long. Phoenix can score goals. The question on Phoenix right now is, can they stop goals?
And so there was that goal in the 11th minute. And then from then on, it was all Orange County, but nothing finding the back of the net. Look at the possession, 55-45 for Orange County, though the eyeball test would suggest that it may even be greater than that. But that's a pretty indicative number of what we saw in the opening 45.
And the only stat that ever really matters is the top one, and that's the goals. What Orange County needs to do is continue to possess the ball, keep Phoenix on their heels, and then exploit the opportunities that they get. Phoenix, if they go into the last 45 minutes of this match and want to just sit on this one-goal lead, it's going to be a very, very difficult task for them if Orange County continues to play the way they did in the first half. Orange County really didn't make mistakes. Phoenix actually did make mistakes. They turned the ball over too easy. They were not efficient in the middle third. They have their challenges in this match. Granted, if you're up 1-0, you're up 1-0, and I would rather be up 1-0 after 45+3 than I would be to be down a goal. So here we are, second half. We'll switch sides. Phoenix in the white going from the left to the right. In the black, it will be Orange County going from the right to the left, and away we go.
And Seton plays it away as Orange County looks for an equalizer, and we buckle our seatbelts for the second half. A lot made of the new numbers with both these rosters, 15 new players, and we have a player hitting the deck immediately, and
Christian Duke.
laying on his back, it is Christian Duke. One of the newcomers. Was just getting into that point about newcomers for both these squads. 14 of them for Phoenix Rising, 15 of them for Orange County. And Orange County, keeping in mind that they are 55% possession in the first half. You got to say, wow, that's impressive considering 3 players signed this week are in the starting 11. But perhaps, Bruce, that's also sort of the reason, minus the goalkeeper, Andre Rawls, why things in the final third have failed in the opening half.
You know, maybe, maybe not. I think really, for me, Orange County has just kind of been impatient when they get to the final third. They for 2/3 of the pitch, they were going to station. When they got to that final third, they started playing longer balls. They weren't as efficient as they were the first 2/3 of the pitch. That's where I think they need to tighten it up. I think they can stay station to station and get really good shots. Like, I looked at that 5-4 in favor of Orange County, and I know that's the stat, but it didn't look that way. And it might just have been the number of goal opportunities and shot opportunities that they gave in that one exchange late in the first half. But if you watch that match, and obviously we did, we're sitting here with headsets on, but if you're watching that match, I do not see 5 shots out of Orange County. I just don't. Now, if they take 5 shots on that guy cleanly, they win in the second half, they'll win the game.
And Wazinski, the one time he was tested, a header from Seton went off the post. And so Orange County just had an errant cross from Oscar Sorto and a goal kick for the aforementioned Wazinski, and he punches it away with his left foot.
Yeah, when you're 6'7" and the ball goes off the frame, you'll get credit for the save because your hand is like well above the crossbar.
Colin Fernandez takes a tumble and a foul against Orange County. Phoenix Rising quickly gets it away. Here's Forbes on the left side, makes his way to the edge of the box. A low shot with the right foot, but equal to the task was Andre Rawls, and an easy save for him. But the third shot on goal tonight for Phoenix Rising.
You know, I keep looking at Billy Forbes, and what a fantastic signing by Phoenix. I have been watching this guy for 5-6 years now. He is just a dangerous player, a two-way player.
Yes.
And great football IQ. I think he makes whatever team he plays for better. I think that San Antonio is going to have their moments during this season where they're going to rue the day that Billy Forbes left them. You might even see in a match or two this season between Phoenix and San Antonio.
Speaking of Forbes, he sends a cross in, but it finds Owusu of Orange County, who clears, but it's held in. Making it, pushing it to the outside. Here's Asante. Asante plays in on a left foot shot. That's blocked. Fernandez unable to make it dangerous, and Owusu finally clears it away.
Yeah, small play right there to clear it out. Just slow things down a little bit. Phoenix, you know, like I said, if they were going to let Orange County dictate the play, that they were going to lose this game, and they come out in the second half and they're trying to push the ball down Orange County's throat. And that's what they're going to need to do, because if Orange County can get into a groove the way they did for about 20, 30 minutes after that goal, this could be a very long night for Phoenix. And again, I keep going back to it. A 1-0 goal, a 1-0 lead is not very comfortable of a lead.
No, not at all. Especially the way Orange County can push the tempo. Jason Johnson from his forward spot playing the midfield. And he's able to push that off of Quinn and leads to a throw-in for Phoenix Rising. So Phoenix Rising, much like the onset of the match, the start of the second half, Phoenix Rising has been the team that has led possession, but Quinn able to win it away at midfield, tries to play it up the head to Seaton. It'll be cleared back to Wazinski. Wazinski, though, looked like he mishit that for a moment, and it's kept in the Orange County half. The Phoenix Rising trying to play it out of the back now. And they can. Fernandez trying to push it to the outside, and it'll be a throw-in despite the protest of Jason Johnson, who thought it was tipped.
Wazinski kind of got away with one right there. He was a little slow on the play, cleared probably a little bit later than he would have wanted to with the pressure coming on. Got away with it.
Here's Owusu, some room to maneuver up the near touchline. Able to find Veldson. Hashimoto. And now back to Duke out of the midfield. Sends it to the outside. Owusu plays in a cross. It is high. It is floating, and that was mishit on the run and out of play. And a throw. And again, the final third for Orange County. That poor cross from Owusu blows up any opportunity to test Wazinski.
Yeah, that cross, he probably wants that one back. A little too much air under the ball, traveled a little too far. Right idea, wrong execution.
And we have a whistle on the throw-in and a foul against Orange County. Have you got what it takes to beat the experts on USLsoccer.com? Show off your knowledge of the league by picking the right results of the USL's matchups each week of the season. Beat the experts at USLsoccer.com. Looks like Jason Johnson is a bit hobbled.
And we saw that in the first half as well. He went down, he was holding his right ankle. It'll be interesting to see. First game of the season, how far do you go with a striker that you depend upon if he's got a bad wheel?
It's a great point, because you have to be really, at this point, expeditious when it comes to minutes, as this is pushed forward, and Orange County trying to work into their offense, trailing by a goal. Here's Seaton. Seaton, the speed, able to blow up the far side. And a nice tackle coming in late to push that out of play by Dia.
Yeah, Dia does a nice job of slowing things down a little bit, but right away, Orange County passed just a little too long. And what's going to be interesting as this game starts to click away is those missed opportunities. They start to build on, and they start to kind of play with your confidence a little bit. Another in-swinger.
Quinn sends it into the box. It got free for a moment, but nobody able to make contact. But look at the hustle on the near side. Able to catch up with that ball is Christian Duke, and Duke earns Orange County another corner. Duke came out of nowhere to win that ball.
Very impressive play by Duke. You wonder how a new guy ends up with the captain's armband.
That's how.
That's how.
Yep.
That absolutely is the case. Hashimoto now will in swing again.
Hashimoto's been, speaking of new signings, new guy, been very active tonight. He needs to be with the team 2 days. Hashimoto sends it to the top of the area. It was headed up by Seaton. It's still in play, and now there's a whistle. And we're going to have another corner on the way for Orange County. This will be the third consecutive for Orange County.
And Orange County has the last two have done the in-swinger right into the box. The first corner they had on the evening, they went short, possessed it for quite some time, but never able to get a shot on goal.
You see the crowd in front of Wazinski. This is a good ball. It's loose at the mouth of the goal, and it's up and over the goal and out of play. That was a glorious opportunity, and this was just sitting there, and Berman unable.
Another one of those newcomers to this Orange County club, and he's not going to sleep tonight. He's not. He doesn't need to take the bus home. He doesn't need to go and stay in a hotel. He is going to take his drive home. He's going to put his head on his pillow, and he's going to have nightmares over that.
Yep.
Off the shin and over the net.
If he gets it off the inside of the foot, we're even at 1. And look at the long ball again, and it connects. And Evelson plays it through. Can he get to it? No! The ball's loose now. And it was Seaton who ran into Wazinski. Wazinski had it pop free and was able to crawl backwards and get control.
Love everything that Orange County did. Pass off the chest, moving it forward. Wazinski comes in, makes a great save, loses the handle, dives back, uses that really long, lanky frame that he has and covers up. Otherwise, this is a 1-1 game.
And this has suddenly turned into all Orange County again. Forbes for Phoenix Rising. Nice backheel pass. It's played over to the goal scorer, Asante. He lays it off, and a strong defensive play on the back end. Coming in late was Eddie Veltzen from his forward spot to make sure that DuBose couldn't get a right-footed shot off.
Yeah, outstanding defense by the forward out of Denmark to make sure that this game didn't break wide open.
He'll gladly concede the corner as opposed to the alternative.
Best passing of the night by Phoenix.
So we'll have an in-swinger out this corner. And here it comes. And it's headed out by Seaton. So another forward making a defensive play, but kept in the attacking third by Phoenix Rising. Forbes against 2 defenders. Forbes is dispossessed by Owusu. That was strong, and he's able to escape trouble. Owusu plays it long, and Evelson pursues. DuBose sent it back to the midfield, but Orange County looking to continue to put on pressure. That was a good ball to the outside. Hashimoto surveying his options. Hashimoto a step over. Hashimoto turns. Still possesses. Hashimoto frees himself. That was impressive from the native of Japan.
Yeah, the kids at home and the kids in the stadium here getting a good look at how textbook it is to fend off a defender.
That was marvelous. And Quinn with a nice move. And he pushes it up ahead. It's Sorto. Can Sorto send it across? No, he's going to play it through to Evelson. And Evelson catches up to it. Pushes it back to Sorto. Sorto on his right foot. This is good defense right now for Phoenix Rising. Good shape to the back. And it forces Orange County back to midfield. Good recovery from Phoenix Rising.
Great defense, but also, hey, Orange County still on the ball, still marking their way towards that final third.
And Evelson Hashimoto plays it through. Top of the area, Seaton. Seaton in some trouble now. Hashimoto fires with the left foot. It took a short hop at Wazinski. He would have liked that to be much more challenging, but that build-up spectacular by Orange County.
And Evelson was off to the left, not even sure if the right-footed Hashimoto saw that he was an option. He took that shot, but there wasn't a lot on him. Not a difficult save by Wazinski.
But Orange County continuing to put the screws on Phoenix Rising. We're in the 58th minute, and Orange County is pressing hard for that equalizer. But still, Wazinski has not had to make a spectacular save yet to this point.
If Orange County can get some really clean, solid strikes on the ball, this game, as fun as it's been through 58 minutes, will get to be a blast.
Annie Veldson was offside, couldn't keep himself on, and frustrated as he looks at Owusu and says, you got to make sure that I am behind the defender.
So, Ken, we're 59 minutes into this match. First game of the season. This is when you start talking about the substitutions you make. You know, we saw a great piece during halftime about boot camp and getting in shape. You've got 6 brand new players this week for Orange County. Kind of hard for Coultier to find out who's really in shape when you kind of bring in 25% of your roster in the last couple of days. So for me, the last 30 minutes, this game may be decided on the substitutions that the 2 skippers make.
And it looks like it'll be Orange County first making a substitution. They have action in front of their bench as we are volleying it in the middle third between these 2 clubs. And a foul against Orange County. And it'll actually be Phoenix with the opening substitution. It'll be Kevon Frater coming in. And he will replace
the captain.
Yeah, the captain's coming off. Solomon Asante. He has the lone goal tonight. And Asante will come off after 60 minutes. Kevon Frater, the big, bulky forward, comes in minute 60. Solomon Asante, a solid evening, including the goal.
And I think the reason for this substitution here in the 60th minute is not only Asante sitting on the goal, but he's also sitting on a yellow card.
Exactly, yep. So a yellow comes off for Phoenix Rising. Frater got an early touch, but then commits a foul in the box, and it'll be Rawls to send it away.
We really haven't said his name in a long time.
Field's been very tilted towards Wazinski. Up the far side. Here comes Orange County again, trying to put pressure on. Played forward. Could not find Hashimoto. Phoenix Rising trying to hit on the counter. That was a nice play by Colin Fernandez, but Orange County able to keep Phoenix Rising from getting out on the break. 61st minute, 1-0, Phoenix Rising leads. Here in Irvine, California, opening night of the 2018 USL campaign. It's been a full day of action. This is our final match of the night in the USL.
And if the season is going to go in terms of entertainment value, the way this game has gone, then it's going to be a very entertaining 2018.
No doubt. Annie Veldson to Owusu. Owusu tells Seaton to go and chase. Seaton not able to track it down, though, before it's corralled by Mulla of Phoenix Rising, and Seaton then called for a foul as he clipped the ankles of Dewigi Mulla.
We'll see what happens with the pace of play. Very frantic in the first 15 minutes of the second half, the same frantic 15 minutes that we had in the first half.
So Orange County will take Mats Berman off. And on comes Mark Segbers. Segbers on loan from the New England Revolution. He was picked 9th overall in this past MLS Super Draft. And he sees his first action for Orange County. He'll take over in the midfield. Nifty play for Owako. Owako, though, tried to feed Forbes on the far side and hit it.
And I'm not sure why he was looking for Forbes when he had a good look at Rawls.
Yeah, Forbes would not have had a lot of room to work with even if he was able to get a foot on that. And that ball is played to midfield. Perhaps something here for Phoenix Rising. Jason Johnson, the striker, outside of the area. And that was poor.
And you wonder if that has something to do with that wheel that Johnson has been hampered on all night.
And you see him wincing in pain, too. So it very well could be. The conditions would lead you to believe, though, that cramping or some heavy lungs, probably not in the equation tonight. It is downright comfortable, the epitome of here tonight in California.
And you're playing on grass.
Right. Yeah, but Johnson, starting about the midway point of the first half, started favoring that leg, and he has continued to do so. Seton gives chase, but that'll roll out of play, and this will be a goal kick for Wazinski as he applauds his left back, Luigi Mala.
Mala did a good job of ushering that ball out. Right now, Phoenix needs to just play smart. You're under 30 minutes to go. You're up by a goal. Already made your first substitution of the game. Orange County is going to continue to press. They've got to put the pressure on. They need the equalizer. Phoenix needs to play bend, don't break football right now. But in the last 5-7 minutes, they've been the aggressor. We've seen the ball on this side of the pitch more than we've seen it on the other side. So that pendulum is starting to swing a little bit, and this is a dangerous place for Phoenix to have the Barbasol going down.
And there is the Barbasol squirt, and here is a goal kick, or a free kick rather, on the way from a troublesome area for Orange County. It'll be Fernandez to take it for Phoenix.
Yeah, Ratchuk must have like a half full bottle because he just put like the dot down.
And a bit of fighting at the edge of the area. So Ratchuk blows the whistle, and he's going to organize before Fernandez puts his foot into this free kick. Quinn was tangled down there with Jason Johnson. Now here comes the Fernandez free kick. Left foot pops this shot middle of the area, and it's headed out for a corner for Phoenix Rising. Sorto unable to keep that in play.
And that was a really good looking ball, but by the time it started to come down, Sorto was really the only one that was interested in making the play. Played it off the top of his head, ball goes backwards. We're going to see an in-swinger right here.
It'll be Gladson Owako to handle these corner duties. And it's a short corner. It'll be played to Fernandez. Fernandez tried to turn the corner, instead played it back to Owako. Owako is taken to the ground. No whistle. And this could be Orange County on the break. Played up ahead. Perhaps an opportunity. It's played through. They look for Owusu. He was grabbed from behind. He could have sold it, did not, and that allowed Wazinski to come up and haul in that ball.
Everybody sprinting down the pitch, and you saw nothing that would get a whistle, but enough to slow them down. Hand on the shoulder, take it off. Hand on the shoulder, take it off. Just enough. You know, it was almost like if you're watching NASCAR, rubbing is racing, and you just nudge them enough to slow down the momentum. And that was the difference between this being a 1-0 game and a 1-1 game.
And Owusu a right back. You wonder if that's a forward, if that's Eneveldson or Seton, if they take the opportunity to try and hit the deck as they make their way into the area.
When you're down a goal, you can't take the dive. You can't try to sell it. There are no Oscars. There are no Emmys at this point. You just got to flat out try to get to that ball and find the back of the net. Best defense of the evening for Phoenix, and they do it when they have to do it.
Owusu handles the throw in for Orange County. Owusu.
But that also started, Ken, with a slip at the other end. Losing the ball, Phoenix with a great fast break, but I wish we could go back and see the middle of the pitch after that slip and fall, because there was a moment towards the middle third where Orange County slowed the pace down just a moment. They waited. Okay, so we might be able to in this replay that we're about to see, be able to go back enough to see what happened in the middle of the pitch. Because I think if Orange County hadn't waited on that middle pass, we're not going to see it. We're going to see the end. And it's Kevon Frater who just came into the game and just did enough to slow down the play. But it really started in the middle when Orange County slowed it down themselves.
Eneveldson threw it forward, and it's cleared out of play. And here's a throw-in for Orange County in the attacking third. A lot of time to gather himself. Duke sends it to the top of the area. Play to Eddie Veldson. Eddie Veldson into the box, looking to the back post. That was headed away. And here's an opportunity for Phoenix Rising, and this could be a card against Quinn. And we do have a yellow. That was an easy call as Owako was taken down from behind, and he had nothing but green grass in front of him. So a yellow is given to Aiden Quinn in the 69th minute.
And that's probably the smartest card that Quinn has gotten in 2018. I will say that with 100% certainty.
That was an extremely heady move there from Aiden Quinn. And this will be cleared away by Orange County. No problems there for Yule Nielsen. But it's held in by Phoenix Rising, only to give it right back. Hashimoto had some room to maneuver, but he'll give it away to Fernandez. Some sloppiness now with these two teams as Johnson plays it back, and Fernandez took a dive near the box. He's up and looks to be okay.
Quinn, who came over from FC Cincinnati in December. And there's some tactical football right there.
That was really, really well done, but it's given away. Phoenix Rising has Forbes on the left flank. Forbes, full head of steam. Forbes cuts it back. Can Forbes send a cross away? He makes his way to the touchline again, and that will be played out, and this will go for a corner. Sorto doing everything he could, desperate defending, and he concedes the corner.
Billy Forbes showing why he is one of the best vets in this league. A lot of individual effort to earn this corner as he was looking for the clearance to center.
And he is built like a bull, too. He is extremely physical, as Sorto just found out. Owako in an in-swinger corner coming from the far side. Fires it in. A head is on it, but nothing serious to test Rawls. And Orange County will have a throw-in. We have another substitution. So a stoppage in play as we sort out what's coming, and we'll see Richard Chaplow, the former Premier League player, take Hashimoto off for Orange County. So a very active night for Koji Hashimoto in his debut. He leaves, and here is Richard Chaplow. Last year, 80% accuracy in passes in his 20 appearances. Former Burnley, West Brom, Southampton man, Ipswich Town, Doncaster Rovers before coming to Orange County.
So basically what you're saying, he's got a pretty good resume.
His resume is pretty solid. Premier League, Championship, League One, and now here in the USL, and he is a fan favorite with Orange County. As Orange County is looking for that equalizer, and here's Chaplow. Up the far side, Chaplow was met by Forbes, and now the Orange County midfield goes to work. There's the throw in for Quinn, and he'll defer to Sorto. This has been a much more balanced last 10 minutes for Phoenix Rising. Being able to neutralize Orange County as they've tried to use their speed, and no avail. Owusu, though, pushes forward. Owusu holds up and now tells Veldson, hey, you need to come off to the left. He's trying to play him through. Owusu now. Can he deliver the cross? Yes, he can. This is a good one. Oh, but Seaton did not get enough on it. It was also wide of goal. Wazinski a bit dramatic, but he's able to make the dive and make the save, but that was not on goal. That was a great ball from Owusu, and Seaton mistimed it.
Yeah, outstanding pass. I think it was just a little too high for Seaton to really make the effort. Wazinski made it look a little bit more difficult than it was. I keep going back to the 27-year-old Forbes. This is the guy that has been the engine for Phoenix.
Oh, bad giveaway here. Owusu in the midfield. Can Orange County make him pay? Seaton makes the turn. That was well done. He has room. Seaton at the edge of the area. Plays it to Owusu. Owusu had that cross attempt blocked, and then it's cleared away. But keeping it in is Quinn for Orange County. Gives it off to Chaplow. Chaplow will play it back. Now Duke. Orange County taking its time, trying to find an opening, and they give it away. And a throw-in for Orange County. Dubose argues. And so we'll have a Phoenix Rising substitution. Alessandro Rigi will enter.
And we will stop speaking of Billy Forbes for the rest of the evening.
So Billy Forbes will come off. But, Bruce, as you mentioned, what a night and what a player he's going to end up being for Phoenix Rising this season. He's a total game changer.
14 new signees on this Phoenix squad, and that may very well end up being the most important one. He doesn't hold the captain's badge, but what he does for Phoenix is he is going to be that engine. He's going to be that driver on that left side, and you see how efficient he is with his passes, possessing the ball, how he makes things happen in that final third. And that combination of Forbes and Asante is going to be dangerous. You mix in Johnson, and it's the reason why we talked about it, Ken, at the beginning of the broadcast. Phoenix on paper is an odds-on favorite to win the USL. And that combination of Forbes, Asante, Johnson, man, opposing teams are not going to be happy when they see the formation that comes out an hour before the game and they see those three guys are teamed up top.
And perhaps what Orange County has done offensively tonight ends up being a bit of a blueprint to keep those guys out of making an impact for Phoenix Rising, because Orange County has largely held possession tonight. But it is Phoenix Rising with that 1-0 lead. Annie Veltson's going to be unable to get to this ball. And it's played toughly off by Mulla. Mulla's going to clear it away.
Orange County, after 75 minutes, can look and say, hey, we played a really good game here. We've had a lot of changes to our roster, 16, 6 of those 16 in the last couple of days. Take out one play at the 11th minute, and this is a 0-0 game. Game's still not over. A lot to build on for them. Phoenix, I think, actually is going to go to the week, and they're going to look at this tape and they're going to say, there are a lot of things that we need to work on.
Yeah.
And for Phoenix, it's going to be, how do they flip the switch? How do they dictate the pace a little bit more? And they've done a better job of that in the second half.
There's a shot up and over goal. Owako decided to give it a ride, but he was a good 20 yards outside of goal and unable to put it on goal.
Those are the types of things that Phoenix needs to do. Great ball movement, and he just got under it just a little bit.
And now a heavy rain begins to fall here in Irvine.
And they say it never rains in California.
So we do have some precipitation here as we get to the later stages, 76th minute. So perhaps play might get a little bit sloppy, and you wonder who that's going to benefit. But you have to think it's the team with a 1-0 lead.
Well, and also, this is the type of game, look, if you're going to open up a season, you want to open up a season and you want to get as much game experience as you can. So coming into this, we're going to play on grass. Check. We're going to play in rain. Check. For Phoenix, we're going to play up a goal for the majority of the game. Check. For Orange County, we're going to play behind. Check. Now it's gut check time for Orange County, and that's led a little too far, and that might be on the slickness of the grass that ball didn't check up.
Yeah, that ball took off. It was Chaplow trying to play it up to Duke, and that ball hit the turf and just skipped with a high pace towards the end line.
But I think what's going to be fun for the next 13 minutes is we're going to have an Orange County team that is not going to let up. They've been kind of circling like a shark with blood. They know that the opportunities are there. They just haven't taken advantage of them. Now, Phoenix on the other side, they need to defend this lead. They're looking back and they're saying, we played these guys 3 times last year. We drew every single game. Right now, we have an opportunity to start the season with 3 points. The last thing we want to do is hear the final whistle and know that we dropped 2 of them.
Annie Veldson plays it to the middle for Seaton. Seton with some room. He's just going to take a shot with the right foot, not even close. A bit of a desperation attempt there from Seton. And he says, my bad, and punches at his chest.
Patience. Patience is a virtue. I have been preaching this for Orange County for the better part of this entire game. You're controlling the ball. You have numbers in that final third. Why you take the shot from so far out, I have no idea.
Yeah.
You know, the clock is running down. The opportunities are starting to eliminate because of time. Let's see if they take advantage of this one.
Chaplow will give it up to Duke. Plays it back, and here's Owusu, who's been very much in the attack in this second half. Tried to play it to Chaplow, but that'll be cleaned up by Kevin Lambert. But he played it right to Owusu. That was a bad clearance. Chaplow plays it through to Duke. Duke, contact in the area. It falls to Seton. Seton is played off the ball, dispossessed, and it's cleared away by Dia.
I wonder if Seton, on a dry pitch, would have tried to get his right foot around it. He allowed that ball to come down, and in doing so, he picked up two defenders and was never able to get a shot off. I think when there's no rain falling down and he's not worried about his footing a little bit, I think he plants that left foot and tries to take the swing with the right.
Phoenix Rising 11 minutes and change away from picking up 3 points in the standings on night number 1 of the USL season. Orange County, meanwhile, trying to earn a point in their debut at their new home here in Irvine Championship Soccer Stadium. First time in 3 years that Orange County has started a season at home. So we have another Phoenix substitution. This will be their final. Chris Cortez will enter the match, and he is taking Gladson Awako off the pitch.
And that's going to come right at, well, officially it's going to be in the 81st minute.
So the final substitution for Phoenix in minute number 81. Awako will take that slow trudge off of the damp pitch here in Irvine. There's Owusu. Gives him some sportsmanship and some love.
What's really great about what we've seen through the first 81 minutes in this game, Ken, opening game of the season, both of these teams have been going at it hard. Pace of play has been great. Not quite mid-season form, but highly entertaining, high-quality football opening weekend.
It doesn't. It absolutely. And the only issue for Orange County, again, as we've said so many times tonight, the quality just hasn't been there in the final third. But everything leading up to it has been extremely solid. And Owusu, once again, joining the attack.
But if I'm looking at a performance of a club, and I know that you play solid from that back goal line forward, you have an opportunity. So we're going to bring 4 in and take 9 out for Orange County.
It'll be Alex Crinali to enter. And off comes Owusu. So Owusu's night is done in his debut for Orange County. And now Alex Crinali, who's on loan from the Columbus Crew, onto the pitch for Orange County for the first time.
Orange County can really build.
And here's a shot, and Wazinski makes the stop, ranging to his right. Nearly finding the back of the net was Walter Hume. He went low with the header, and it's going to be a corner.
And just as the rain continues to get harder and harder, and that in-swinger is knocked away.
But Chaplow keeps it in. Quinn once again sends it back post. It's loose in the area. It's going to be cleared out by Phoenix. Phoenix on the run. And we have a whistle and a foul from behind. It was Crinali coming up and taking down Cortez. And a yellow.
Not bad for 30 seconds worth of work.
That's productive from Crinali. So Crinali, his first minutes in the USL and for Orange County, and he has a yellow. And you look here, what a save from Wazinski as Hume had it lined up.
Another newcomer with another great play for Orange County. Orange County's got a lot to build on during this next week. Because if you play, as I started to say, if you play from that back goal line going forward, and all you really need to work on is finishing, you're more than halfway there.
Yes.
If your breakdowns are on defense, if your breakdowns are in the middle of the pitch, which have been issues for Phoenix tonight, I'd rather work on finishing going into next weekend than we had issues on defense in multiple places of the pitch.
Johnson with a left foot, and he fires that one well off target. Go ahead.
Rain got harder as we saw that last corner.
Yes.
And now looks like it may have stopped. So we'll see what the last 6 minutes or so have in store for us weather-wise.
Seaton plays it up ahead, and this will be pushed back by Dubose into the safe harbor of his goalkeeper, Carl Wazinski. Hey, make sure to cast your vote for the USL Goal of the Week every Monday evening at USLsoccer.com as the road to the Fans' Choice USL Goal of the Year continues throughout the season.
Solomon Asante with the Goal of the Year candidate.
It's off to a
Phoenix.
good, yes, off to a good start. Though I have a feeling with this Phoenix Rising lineup, we'll have someone that rivals that and or surpasses that fairly quickly. 85th minute with Bruce Silverman. I'm Ken LaVicka. Phoenix Rising clinging to this 1-0 lead, and at times tonight it certainly has been clinging. The most accurate way to put it. Chaplow trying to play it through. Couldn't find Seaton. Keeping it in is Orange County. And a whistle. And a foul and a free kick from a dangerous area. Taken down from behind was Duke, and there is a card. It's a yellow, and it's issued to Devontae Dubose. And it'll be Quinn to handle the free kick.
85th minute on that yellow card. Third of the evening for Phoenix.
That's 6 yellows tonight between these two sides.
And so now you're in the 86th minute, and we've got a very dangerous set piece coming up. Great opportunity for Orange County to snatch a point out of the jaws of defeat.
And the rain has very much dissipated now.
Turf will be a little slick.
Quinn fires it into the box. It's headed towards the area. Getting a right foot on it. Was that a Beltson, but it was blocked away. Can Orange County keep it in? The answer is no. Phoenix Rising able to clear, but a throw coming in the attacking third. Quinn with urgency will throw it back towards midfield. Sorto, long ball. Trying to find the box. Wazinski came up to play it. He fell to the turf, was able to punch it away enough for a clearance, but Orange County once again will play it into the back and surge forward.
Wazinski coming out of the box the way he did was extremely dangerous. Got away with it. But if the ball had bounced forward rather than behind him, or if the ball had gone behind him rather than forward, again, 1-1 game. 1-1 game.
And we have a corner coming for Orange County.
That's a play when you go back and you watch the tape, you can look and say, it worked, but don't do it again.
Quinn with his left foot fires in the corner. Here's a head. It's Lowe's. Did it go off? Well, there's a discussion in the box. There was a takedown. And Wazinski's sitting in the goal. It's going to be a goal kick. There was a head that was on it, and then there was a massive bodies, and then the ball rolled across the end line. And after all that, it's a simple goal kick for Carl Wazinski. There you.
The new manager not particularly happy with that last exchange.
And we're looking for a point to the spot. And now it's really going to come down to Phoenix and how much time can they eat up here in the 88th minute. Still no indication of what we're looking at stoppage time-wise. And Frater will let it roll out. And here's the throw-in. Throws it towards the end line. Segbers We're in the 88th minute, 1-0 Phoenix Rising. And a throw-in coming for Phoenix Rising as Duke punched it out.
Phoenix is going to take their time. Every opportunity they have now just to eat up clock. They want to stay on this side of the pitch. Every time an Orange County player kicks it out, they are going to take their sweet time to get it out.
Orange County sending it long towards midfield. It's going to be collected, though, by Lambert. Lambert allowing that to be poked free by Crunali and leading to another throw. Dubose will simply fire it into the corner. That was intercepted. Orange County can't possess, however. Fernandez played Chaplow off that ball. Fernandez maintains possession, and right back to the corner it goes. This is a good job by Phoenix Rising.
Now they're just going to try to put on a passing clinic.
Frater lost it, and it'll be a goal kick for Orange County. Maybe 1-2 more chances for Orange County here as we get late into this one.
At this point, it's all going to depend as we get into the 90th minute.
Duke plays it back. It's Orange County trying to be patient, but knowing they need to progress with some urgency. Hume to Duke. Duke, he'll fire it to the edge of the area, but unable to connect. And played out once again. And now Phoenix Rising. More clock is coming down, but it is Orange County winning the possession, and they'll have a throw deep in the attacking third. Sorto able to win it.
30 seconds left in the original 90. Orange County where they want to be to equalize this match. They've got to get that really clean strike.
Sorto freed himself for a moment. Sorto, clear path to goal, sends the cross, it's loose, it's fired, and we are equal! It is sent in with a right foot by Alex Crunali in his debut for Orange County. As we hit the close, the equalizer for Crunali. And Orange County is moments away from a point.
Cornali comes in, 83rd minute, gets a yellow card, gets the equalizer at 90. And I told you, Ken, they were just waiting for that clean strike, right foot, back of the net, 1-1. Orange County at the moment has stolen a point when they were looking at ending this match with none.
And based on the entire body of work, that is a well-deserved goal for Orange County.
They have been building to that goal since the 11th minute of this match.
And now Orange County's going to have a throw, and you see 3 minutes of stoppage time. We've already played a minute of it.
So at this point, Orange County is sitting and saying, all right, we got a point. We earned this point. But they also know they've been the better team tonight.
Yes.
They have possessed more than Phoenix. They have moved the ball more efficiently than Phoenix. Now they're looking at it and saying, you know what? We're not satisfied with a point. And with the way that they're moving the ball, can they take 3 points when just a moment ago they were looking at none?
It's played all the way back to Rawls. This is played long. Is Annie Veltson onside? He is. Annie Veltson tried to cut it back on Dubose. Dubose, a great defensive play, and we could be headed for the 4th consecutive draw between these two teams. As the rain continues to fall, though not nearly as heavy as what we saw 7-8 game minutes ago. Rawls will play it once again. New goalkeeper for Orange County. He had that pass deflected, and perhaps an opportunity here for Phoenix Rising, and it's just wide a goal by Rigi. He tried to probe with the left foot and just missed.
I like how your voice rised on that opportunity by the Rising.
All of a sudden, there was an opportunity out of nowhere for Phoenix Rising, and it all came from a deflection as Rawls was trying to play it out of the back, and it landed at Rigi's feet. So last gasp here for Orange County. Down to 30 seconds left. Can they get one more opportunity? And this will simply be played long. A race for this ball, and it'll be pushed away. but Chaplow able to grab possession. Is there something here for Orange County? Chaplow back to goal, sends it back to Quinn. He'll feed it to the outside. Sorto gives it to the goal scorer, Crunali. And everything fell off here for Orange County. But maybe a chance. His possession once again, it's Quinn. We are past the allotted time, in stoppage time.
Looks like Rychuk is going to allow them to have one more opportunity. That should do it.
Here's a throw in, no.
No, he's going to keep the whistle. He's checking his watch, and he's going to let this thing go now 25 seconds.
So Duke is going to send the throw, and this certainly is last gasp now. Here's Quinn. If you're Orange County, you simply just want to send something into the area here. The throw in, and here is a cross coming and a corner coming. So the referee's going to allow this as well, as Orange County's putting the pressure on. So one last opportunity to try and steal a win. Quinn will deliver the corner from the near side. There it is. Quinn to the top of the box. It's loose in the box. It's right back to Quinn. There's the final whistle, and that is the conclusion. What a match to start this USL season.
Very entertaining draw. You gotta wonder if Ratchuk had decided there were 4 minutes, it got reported as 3 because he looked at his watch. It was 93:25, and he had no intention of blowing the whistle. Absolutely outstanding 1-1 draw, the 4th draw in a row between these two clubs.
Alex Crunali in the 90th minute gives Orange County a draw with Phoenix Rising. Your final 1-1. You're watching the USL. Orange County and Phoenix Rising play to an entertaining 1-1 draw. 4th time in this series, 4th consecutive match that it's ended in a draw. With Bruce Silverman, I'm Ken Levicka. We welcome you back one final time to Irvine, California. And let's go through highlights from tonight's game. And at the onset, an early opportunity for the newcomer for Orange County, Thomas Eniveltsin, but he pushes it wide with a right foot.
Yeah, early on in this match, opportunities for both clubs. Obviously, it was Phoenix that took advantage at the 11-minute mark. We'll be going to that one in just a moment. So many things for Orange County to build on in this match, from opening whistle to ending whistle. And here is the brilliance of Billy Forbes.
Billy Forbes, as he made his way into the area. This was minute number 11, plays it through, goes through Johnson, and then it finds on the back end Asante, and he connected for the opening goal of this match. And it was 1-0 Phoenix. And you see again, Forbes, and you've raved about him tonight, Bruce, but he is just so solid with the ball.
27-year-old veteran. Seems like he's been playing a lot longer than that. New signing for this Phoenix club, and absolutely connects with another newcomer, Solomon Asante. And for that was in the 11th minute. And for the remaining, basically, official time, it was all Orange County. Building, crossing, trying to take advantage. There's an opportunity right there that just didn't go from Seaton.
and he had several opportunities tonight.
Another newcomer. And as this game wore on, you knew that was coming. And that in the 90th minute by a guy on loan.
Yes. And Alex Crunali, who had picked up a yellow 30 seconds into his time on the pitch, comes up with a game-tying goal. And you look at possession, wow, Bruce, that's an incredible number.
I told you early on in this match that Orange County was going to possess the ball more than Phoenix. It was 55-45 after the first half. It rose to 60. Here's the interesting thing, Ken. I thought it was more even than that.
Yeah,
in the second half.
Me too.
You know, so optics a little strange there. The only thing that ever counts is the top stat, goals 1-1. This was a victory for Orange County. This was a loss for Phoenix, even though it goes into the books as a 1-1 draw and a point to each of these two teams to open the 2018 campaign.
New look Orange County has to feel pretty good about itself after this 1-1 draw. So plenty of opportunities, a goal for each side, one in the 11th minute for Phoenix Rising, one in the 90th minute for Orange County, and it leads to a 1-1 draw. Thank you everybody for tuning in to us on this Saturday night from Irvine, California, the opening night of the USL season. For Bruce Silverman, I'm Ken LaVicka. We will talk to you next week for more USL action. Your final, Phoenix 1, Orange County 1.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be
retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.